The rise of authoritarian regimes following the Second World War, and as a reaction to the Great Depression, is a transition to a full autocracy ever possible in the United States? It's funny you should ask that. In 1932, the people of the United States elected Franklin Delano Roosevelt, largest margins in electoral history, 57% of the popular vote. FDR campaigned on many of the social reforms and policies that he would go on to enact in the New Deal. Due to the Great Depression and most Americans now being broke proles, this went over really well. This did not go over very well with their counterparts, the non-broke bankers and industrialists, as they feared that in the name of subsidizing the majority poor of this country, they themselves would see their economic stars dim. Concerned parties were the DuPont family, prominent chemical industrial megalith, bankers from J.P. Morgan and Citibank, executives from Sun Oil, General Motors, General Foods, Remington Arms, U.S. Steel. The list is endless. All these guys come together over, I'm going to assume cocktails, come up with the business plot, wherein they're going to try to find a charismatic puppet who can lead a dedicated group of veterans to stage a putsch, move Roosevelt from power, or force him to cede power to them so they can, guide the carrots and sticks of society to suit their own ends. The guy they decided on is a perfect candidate on paper. He's a highly decorated Major General, 34-year war veteran. This is General Smedley Butler. The plotters saw in him someone who could rally disaffected veterans and deliver to them a motivated and trained army capable of toppling FDR either by threat or by force.
Make him an offer he can't refuse.
The plotters sent their man, Gerald McGuire, to contact General Butler. Butler goes along with the plan, just trying to get as much information as possible. He is not a fan. He then testifies before a congressional committee, which finds much of his testimony to be extremely credible, and despite having a ton of evidence, no charges are brought against the plotters. And you could probably figure out why no charges are brought against the very wealthy and powerful plotters. But anyway, media wholly owned by the plotters or the plotters' adjacent friends wastes no time to moving to discredit Butler as a wackadoo and a lunatic before burying the story entirely. That's why I don't know about it. Roosevelt goes on to be elected 3 more times and is probably one of the most popular presidents in American history. Smedley went on to write a book, just this kind of stuff. It's called War is a Racket. As for the plotters, even though they acknowledged their immense power, they decided that it was best we retain our democratic institutions in this country and preserve the ideals outlined in our founding documents. And never, ever would they dare to do this kind of thing ever again. Follow for more.